It's free to play. Oh. Yes, I know. Stop telling me. Greetings and hello there, everyone. It's me, your Star Wars dad, Nooch Too Good, and I'm here with my 2.5-year update on my free-to-play Star Wars Dad account. I've had this account now for 2.5 years. December 21st, 2020 is when I started the account, and here it is in all its glory, man. I mean, we scroll through here with the characters. We just take a look at everything I'm working on right now. I'll talk about it real brief. You guys know I'm working on Jabba, but that's kind of in the background right now. My last 3 relics to finish are right here, the 501st. Then I got to get all my characters up to relic 5 or so, for at least 5 for most of them, the vast majority. And I got some work to do there, so I probably have another couple months of work ahead of me, while I also farm the Jabba requirements in the background. And that's the brief update. I'm kind of also farming, as you can see here at the top, I'm farming for Leviathan in the background as well. I feel like maybe probably the 3rd time through the event, if I get lucky the 2nd time, I'll be able to get Leviathan. I've got Darth Malgus. I'm farming his ship heavily right now in Conquest. It'll take me, I'm not going to get it this Conquest round, but it'll take me a few months. But I feel like maybe that 2nd, likely 3rd time through, I'll have Leviathan, in addition to getting Jabba and working on Profundity and Jedi Master Luke. A lot of cool things going on there with the roster. But let's take a little different tack today. I wanted to look at the squads and talk about the kind of squads you can put together in 2.5 years. And a little editor's note here for all of you out there. You know, I know that I did a comparison here recently from this free-to-play account to Arnold's free-to-play account, which started around the same time. And everyone was quick to point out that he stayed in a lower-level guild for longer than me. According to him, it was only a couple of months, but regardless, the guild you're in is very, very important. It's why I made my video, How to Find a Guild, which I'll pop up there right now. That's how you can find a good guild. And I will tell you, as a new player, as a brand new player or having a new account, I believe if you look and you do a little bit of digging, you can find a guild that's doing the Heroic Sith Raid and Hoth Territory battles and doing okay in there, and they will take you as a new player. But be warned, you have to get your daily tickets. You have to get tickets by farming regular and Cantina energy. If you're not getting the required amount of daily tickets that the guild requires you to get, they're going to boot you fast with your small account. So look around for a good guild, find them, get in them right away, and it'll help your progress tremendously. Another difference between this account and Arnold's is his is a side project. Mine is my main account. Just a couple notes there. Anyway, Arnold's obviously the king of all and the emperor of everything we do, and we all worship at his feet. All right, so anyway, it's great to be in the Empire today. These are the teams I've farmed over the first 2.5 years, and I thought I'd show them off here. You guys already saw in my ships. We'll go to my ships real quick. I've got the Executor over there. I've also, as far as capital ships, and it's a 6-star Executor. I was advised by a lot of people not to level it up to 6 stars. I don't have the discipline to sit here for 5 months while I collect 20 shards a month on this account and sit at 5 stars. I can't do it. I don't have that available to me. I also have the Chimera at 7 stars, although my Thrawn isn't very good. Executrix, obviously, but I've got Finalizer, Negotiator, and Malevolence, full fleets for those, all at 7 stars. You look at my Separatist fleet here for my Malevolence, I got the whole thing. If you look at my Galactic Republic fleet, I'm working on I have the Y-Wing at 7 stars. So yeah, got the full fleets for these 2 big boys, Negotiator, Malevolence. So you can get that definitely in your first 2.5 years. Actually, you get those fleets probably within 2 years. So I got the Jedi Master Kenobi team. I've got him with Commander Ahsoka, General Kenobi, Ahsoka, and Shakti. That's kind of my main focus team. Sometimes I have Padme in here instead of Shakti. I don't know, 6 of one, half dozen of the other, whatever. My Supreme Leader Kylo Ren team. I've had this team since 9.5 months into the game. Got the ultimate for Supreme Leader Kylo Ren about that 10-month and 2-week mark. But I've had this team forever. Under a year, I got Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. I've had this team since that time. I've got my Gas 501st, and I just showed you that these are the guys I'm working on right now. I should have relicked Rex, ARC Trooper, and Echo at the beginning when I had this team. I will say, though, I definitely have shown a lot of success with this team, just having 5s and gas relicked. I realize ideally I'm going to have all these guys relic, and if you're really depending on this team as your primary go-to team, you better relic Rex, ARC Trooper, and Echo, but I've really gotten a lot of utility out of this team, and especially when I can get Rex to his aerial bombardment, aerial advantage. I mean, gear 12, relic levels, whatever, that just destroys everything. So I've had success with this. These are my next relics, and of course you see with all these characters, like a relic 3 Darth Revan, relic 3 Bastila Shan, I'm working on getting all these characters to 5 right now. And there, of course, is our next team, our Sith Empire team with the Darth Malgus lead. That's something I worked really hard on, and through Conquest, I got into normal Conquest, and I was getting some Darth Malgus shards in normal Conquest, not a lot. Got into hard Conquest about 9 months ago, and I've been just going crazy. Every bit of currency I've had has been invested in Darth Malgus, along with Proving Grounds, and boom, I got Darth Malgus. Of course, also the same thing can be said for Commander Ahsoka, those two guys, and then recently I've unlocked Maul. You'll see that in here in a minute. My Bounty Hunter teams. I got a couple different teams here. Let me make one note. I'm not saying, by the way, these are not recommended teams to put together. As I get probably up here at the top, this is the way you put these teams together. I don't know about Shakti, but, you know, just a Jedi over there. And the Kylo team, the Gas team, the Malgus team. That's how you put it. But as we get forward here, going forward, these aren't necessarily the recommended teams. They're going to be situational. Bounty Hunters are very situational for what team you're going to use and how you're going to use them. So, you know, you can mix Mando in there with Boss, Grief Karga with Boss. You can have a Mando lead. Just a lot of different ways to mix and match your Bounty Hunters. So, I got this full Boss team here. Zam Wessel's there for Grand Arena to make this team go burr. I don't know why I keep doing it. Anyway, and this a secondary Bounty Hunter team. You see, I'm almost got Fennec Shan to 7 stars here. My Imperial Troopers, you guys know I love this team. I love my Dark Trooper. This team has guided me through some very dark times in the game. They can beat this team punches up in a big way. With a Relic 8 Piet and a Relic Dark Trooper, I can do a lot of things with this team that you would not expect. My Emperor Palpatine, I just put an Empire team here. You see I've got another Imperial Trooper, Range Trooper here at Gear 12. Vader goes solo a lot. We just go Palpatine, Vader with nobody else a lot. I don't really have a 5th here. TIE Fighter Pilot just kind of comes in to have an extra body, put some extra debuffs on to get the Terminator train really rolling. I got my General Grievous team, my General Grievous with the droids team here. They're all Relic 5 at least. I had a nice Datacron with them, so I wanted to show off this team a little bit. I got my CLS team. You guys know I love this team at the same level. I love my Imperial Troopers. Imperial Troopers and CLS, absolutely my 2 favorite teams in the game. I love what these guys do for you. Not only in battles, Grand Arena, territory battles, territory wars, but assault battles. Both those teams, the Imperial Troopers and the CLS team in assault battles, you can get to tier 3 of the Empire, of the Military Might assault battle with like a Gear 12 Chupio and a Gear 12 3PO. It's an awesome team. And these guys are low relic levels too. And that Imperial Trooper team will get you through 2 assault battles up to challenge tier 1, maybe even 2, maybe even 3. I haven't had any success with this at 3. I need some relic levels on some more characters, but that's regardless. Mandalorians. Hey, I guess got Maul this last week. You guys saw the video. I've got my Maul DeLoreans now for the Crate Dragon. Here they are, loaded up and good to go. Beskar Mando in there. I've also mixed and matched with some of my Bounty Hunters that I've already mentioned. Can't really avoid that. Bounty Hunters, Mandalorians, they go together like shamalama ding dong. So there you go. That's the Maul DeLoreans. Next team. This is just kind of the solo guys. Wampa solo, Enfys Nest solo. I usually do put a Farm Boy Luke or a Kira lead with her just to give her a little bit of oomph or a lot more tenacity. Savage Opress solo, he is a monster. Wat Tambor isn't really a solo, obviously. Hey, FYI, don't put Wat on a solo team. Just FYI. If you made it here let me know in the comments you made it to the point. Give me a Wat Tambor comment. Don't go solo with Wat Tambor, but he plugs and plays into pretty much every other team on here. You put Wat Tambor onto almost any of these teams, and he puts on his techs, his mass manufacturers. He puts on these techs onto everybody. The Chi-Web Med Pack, the Bactoid Shield, the Blast Tech. I mean, the guy makes a lot of teams really awesome, especially Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. He mixes really well with Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Here's my Jedi team. You guys know I use my Jedi Knight Revan with Bastila Shan, Jolie Bendo, and Grandmaster Yoda. It's really a 4-person team. I'll plug in a 5th Jedi if I just need a body in there. If I just need some a meat shield or some extra meat in there, I'll throw another Jedi in. But these 4 I roll with a lot just as a 4-person team. Qui-Gon Jinn Omicron with Jedi Knight Anakin, Boom, boom, boom. I've said enough. Enough said. Dartreya Omicron with the Sith Triumvirate. These guys are crushing folks in Grand Arena. They're very effective in every other game mode as well. This is a great team to have on your roster. I love them. Now we get into kind of the secondary teams here. My Phasma team, it fits both into Territory Wars with Phasma's Omicron, with First Order TIE Pilot in Grand Arena with his Datacron, and I can often use Kylo Ren as a solo artist, and then I can mix in First Order Special Forces TIE Pilot here. But yeah, that's the Captain Phasma team. Padme team, I put this down here. This isn't the exact team, but now that General Kenobi's going on my Jedi Master Kenobi team, this would be the kind of team, as I mentioned, Shakti goes up there, down here, you kind of mix her in. This Galactic Republic team for Territory Wars, Territory Battles, Conquest, Galactic Challenges. You're going to mix in a Padme team there as well. She's very useful. Now that I've got my Qui-Gon Jinn Omicron and my Jedi Master Kenobi, I'm not using her a lot in Grand Arena, but hey, she mixes in other game modes with the team as well. Hey, my Geos, Gear 12, these guys, I still use them in Grand Arena almost every single time on offense. They're not a great defensive team, but they go on offense. They can be cleanup. They can hit a lot of smaller, lower level teams. Even a lot of relic teams they can take out. If they go first, they're going to do a lot of damage to a lot of relic teams. Next here, this is not a team, so to speak. These are just a bunch of extra relic characters I have. Lobot I did for Rise of the Empire. Isla Secura I did for the Jedi Master Kenobi farm. And I do throw her to that Jedi Master Kenobi team, especially in Conquest. She's a support, and you throw in those support data discs in Conquest, and she just hits like a truck there. First Order Special Forces TIE Pilot mentioned earlier. Clone Sergeant and Cody, who are now maybe going to find some new life with Captain Rex, but not on my roster for quite some time because we're free to play here, folks. Here's my Night Sisters. I got these guys up recently here. I can get through Challenge Tier 1 of the Assault Battle. In fact, they did it today, and that was really important for me to do, to start getting those pieces from there. I also kind of throw these guys in defense and Grander. They do all right. They make it work a little bit. You can't just take them lightly. And then finally, we got our Ewoks here. Chief Chirpa, the Relic 5 Logray is also for Rise of the Empire territory battles. That's why he's in there. Gear 12 and all these guys. It's a little bit of overkill, but I did that back when I thought that Chief Chirpa Omicron, a lot of us when Omicrons first came out, Chief Chirpa was one of the very first ones. We thought it would be something special. It's not. Maybe we'll get an Ewok lifter here soon as they move toward Galactic Legend Leia. And there you go. There's a bunch of the teams. There's obviously some other characters and teams mixed in there as well, but those are the primary teams that I've got on the roster today. Again, we're moving toward Jabba. We're moving towards the Profundity. Just got to finish up a bunch of relic levels here. Everybody that's Relic 3 is going to 5. I mentioned it earlier. Getting the 501st done. So a couple more months of cleanup, of bulk, of recovery here. When you finish a big farm, you do recovery. I've been sitting on a bunch of Relic 3s for too long. I need to get them Relic 5 because I have a bunch of Datacrons. I've been farming a bunch of Datacrons here lately. With more gear available now in the guild store with the Crate Dragon rewards on this roster, I can afford to spend more of my Shard Chop currency on more Datacron materials and Datacrons myself. So I'm really putting some effort into getting some Datacrons on my roster and having them make a difference. So that's a lot of fun. By the way, this Django thing I got it there. It didn't really help much at all. It's not a very good ability for him. Anywho, Datacrons are something I'd be able to do a lot of. And there you have it, guys. We're almost to 6 million galactic power. We'll have Jabba on this roster in some level of short order in the next, I'd say, 5, maybe 6. By end of year, we'll have Jabba. We may even have like a Profundity, or we'll be moving toward a Jedi Master Luke. Jedi Master Luke is not a big jump from Jabba. Once you get Jedi Knight Luke on your roster, Jedi Master Luke is not really all that far down the road. So there you go, guys. There's your 2.5 year update. This is what can be accomplished with a free-to-play account in 2.5 years. Let me know how your account is doing. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family and friends. I'll talk to you soon. And of course, always remember, come on, man. Newt's too good. I gotta get a new computer, dude.